Welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny, and yeah, I did just record this entire episode without sound. So let's get into it. As always, this is another smoke with me. I think I was a little too high last time, if you know what I'm talking about. So make sure you have something to smoke and something to drink. I have my Delighted disposable. I don't know what strain this is. I don't know what the cultivar is. I have no idea. I just know it's Delighted and it's a disposable, and I'm delighted to be smoking it. Make sure you have something to drink as well. I have my handy dandy blue water bottle, as always. Let's take a hit together first, and then I want to talk about if you are looking for a sign to rebrand yourself, your image, your personality, your boyfriend, your lifestyle, your career. I'm going to give you permission and we're going to talk about it. Okay, I meant I'm going to give you it's your sign. You don't need my permission. You don't need anyone's permission but your own. You're a fucking boss. I love you. Let's take a hit. And then we're going to make out. I'm just kidding. Are we flirting with each other right now? Stop it. I'm married. Okay, let's get the fuck into it. First of all, I love a rebrand. I've done it many times. I highly recommend that you try it. Now, I know that it can be scary, and we're going to talk about that. First of all, I want to recognize your fears. Number one, if you were anything like me, maybe you were afraid of being perceived as a failure by other people, either in your industry, in your field, or in whatever path it is that you're going to now kind of maybe move away from, or you're just judged. You feel judged by how you're going to be perceived. Like, I don't know, just judgment of the unknown, perhaps. The stereotypical, you've changed. Bitch, unless we're talking about I've become a serial killer or I beat my wife, change is just another form of growth. So either I just grew in a way you don't like or I outgrew you. What's the problem? It's not bad to outgrow things. Not everything has to be so fucking permanent. In my very humble opinion, if you really feel a nudge or a pull or you're just getting these signs where you're like, I really think I might want to shift. I might want to pivot. I might want to try something different. Bitch, that is your intuition. Listen to it. Trust yourself, but also trust me. And I'm telling you, do it. Let's take another hit. I feel like there are so many positives, so many perks of rebranding. First of all, in my experience, results just start coming super quickly because you're more in alignment with where you're supposed to be, with who you are, with your current self. Because of where you already were was aligned with who you are, you wouldn't feel the need or the want to rebrand. You know what I mean? So typically when that happens, you start seeing progress right away because when you're in alignment, that's when we yield results. The second thing that I noticed, for me personally, this was the big one. Something magical happens when you make a shift, make a change, and rebrand yourself. Somehow, some way, you stop being an angry fucking asshole because you're not mad. You're being your true self. You're being your authentic self. You're happier. You're more fulfilled. Here's the real fucking tea hooker. When you're not in alignment, so when you're staying too long in a job that's not serving you, staying too long in a relationship that's not serving you, whatever the fucking case may be, you're not in alignment. So when that happens, the universe keeps giving you multiple signs and putting roadblocks in your way and just issues and situations. Maybe you'll physically start to not feel good, but just all these signs that are telling you this is not right for you, this is not meant for you, this is not good for you for any longer. Now that doesn't mean it was a waste. We'll take a hit and then we'll get into it. I don't regret any of the times that I've had to rebrand. I don't regret whatever I was doing before that. That's how I got to where I am now. If I didn't grow up, grade school, high school, college, and after college, just working in the performance industry with musical theater, acting, dancing, singing, modeling, whatever the fucking situation was. If I didn't grow up with that, it wouldn't have taught me all the things that I needed to and given me the push, the charisma, the confidence to put myself out there and do everything else I wanted to do. It also, I still use so many of those skills today with what I'm currently doing. So just because I shifted careers or I made a pivot or a rebrand doesn't mean that what I was doing before was wrong or bad or not for me. It was just not forever. And I feel like that's fucking normal. I don't know if you guys know this, but actually when I quit performing, then I started doing fitness influencing on Instagram and OnlyFans, and I had my own workout program that I created to help you build your lower body. I was anorexic when I was performing. So in my head, now that I was thick, I was oh, I should make a program from sick to thick. That was my vibe. I was teaching you how to build your body. And it did so much for my own confidence. I love that I did that. But you see, I also learned a lot about content creation and about putting yourself out there on social media and algorithms and all that other good shit. So now that I've shifted again and I'm doing Awake and Bake and I'm also working in the cannabis industry and I'm pole dancing, I'm using all of this stuff now for my current lifestyle, career. I'm also so fucking happy. Happiest I've ever been in my life, healthiest I've ever been in my life, most fulfilled I've ever been in my life, safest, most secure. The more that you take chances and stay true to yourself, you keep fucking going up. So if you needed a sign to rebrand, This is your sign, hooker whore. This is your sign. Here's the thing, my friends. I want to take another hit with you. I do. But I already smoked a lot when I recorded this episode the first time. I'm quite high now. I need to take a break. I actually need to go be alone for a while. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.